Here we go. Round one, scheduled for 12. Shane starts out with the first cut. Mosley to the right of your screen. Canelo Alvarez to the left. So feeling out the great future Hall of Famer right now is Canelo Alvarez. Shane reaching and touching. Alvarez waiting and waiting. Seeing what he wants to do. Hasn't opened up offensively yet. We're just in the first moments of round number one.
I'm going to try to get a gauge about the speed of Mosley's jabs, how quickly they will be coming out. What about the rhythm of them? How rapid fire will they be?
He did throw his first punch when he gave his first feint, and he got Mosley to step with it. So when you get a guy to step with your feint, you can drop a big shot on him in a hurry.
It's also a big sign of respect from Mosley to Alvarez.
Alvarez hasn't thrown a punch yet. In a minute and then some he's gone. This is his first jab. Surprised he waited a whole minute before he was throwing any punches.
Minute and a half now. There you go. Well, one of the things about Alvarez is sometimes you see him start slowly, but when he gets into a rhythm, he stays in that rhythm. He doesn't get a rhythm and then lose it. When he gets a rhythm in the fight, it's usually great.
Well, he's thrown about 4 punches and 3 of them landed, including, look at that shot there, that half uppercut. It's like what they call a slur in baseball. It's a half uppercut, half left hand. I mean, the guy can throw it very, very well. Uppercut and hook.
Mosley stepping to his left after the jabbing. Alvarez can shuffle a little over to his right and cut Mosley off. He can drop a big right hand in there.
That's just what he's doing. So Canelo now knows that his hand speed is superior to that of Shane. I mean, Shane in his prime, his hand speed was phenomenal. And, well, Canelo really hasn't done anything here in the first round except a couple of flurries. It's easy to see that his punches are very, very hard. Mosley doing all he can, but he can't get through with his quicker hands because the fact of the matter is Canelo probably has quicker hands tonight. Jab has got through. Shane Mosley grazed right over the top of his head. Has the jab in the eyes of Canelo Alvarez. Mosley in the first round. This guy's a bigger guy. He doesn't want to fight the full round. So just keep touching him. You're doing fine, and he did fine in the first round. Shane right back to it again. Standing sort of straight up against this guy, isn't he?
The interesting thing is, why would the younger guy not want to fight the whole round going against the 40-year-old guy? Because Alvarez would like to make Mosley use his legs to tire Mosley out over the course of the fight. So that's a reverse of a standard idea to put forward here. Mosley is acting on that advice from 2019.
Well, as long as these punches aren't hurting Alvarez, then, you know, the situation is such that he is wearing Mosley down by attrition here. But, I mean, you just get the idea that there's so much more power in the hands of Canelo Alvarez. Shane is getting through from time to time.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Heads did come together. You heard referee Jay Nady yell at the two saying, watch your head, watch your head. Last thing you want is a headbutt in what could be a classic fight this one. Finally a right hand lands. Canelo gets that, again, that half uppercut, half hook through.
And you get the sense that Canelo is going to drop in a hard enough shot that the demeanor of Mosley will change and the hand speed will change, and then he will get more conservative. But right now, Mosley is brave as he inches ahead in his attack and puts more in.
And it's not that Alvarez is doing nothing, it's that he's trying to position this guy in the room so he can see how he'll react. There's more to this than meets the madness. There we see him test the uppercuts of the first time. Back to the left hook. Big left hook again. And that's what he's famous for. Canelo's got his hands high, so when Shane's getting through, he's getting a lot of the gloves too. Shane downstairs, back upstairs. He sat down in that punch. least for the time being, realizes he's in with a good one. Boy, he really loads that half uppercut to half hook, doesn't he?
And in many of his fights, he starts slowly, he studies, and then delivers big shots right after he decides how he's going to wage the fight.
Now, he just landed a big left hook to the right side of the cheek of Shane, and I think it shook him. His legs a little bit wobbly. Another one on the chin of Shane. Uppercuts. Now he goes to work. 27, 26, 25 seconds to go in the second round. And this becomes a powerful round now for Canelo Alvarez. Alvarez is fully warmed up now.
Stop!
He's puffy beside both of those cheeks.
Step back.
Inside of 10 seconds to go in the second round. It's an Alvarez round, suddenly, especially in the last half of this minute. And he did get hit with a nice left hook. His expression totally changed. Here we go, round 3. An interesting fight. Canelo Alvarez, the world champion, 39-0. This is for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world. And I see President of the WBC, Jose Suleiman, across the way. Always nice to see Jose in a fight. There's Shane getting through with a hook, and then there's that uppercut with the right side. So here's that left half hook uppercut and a strong right uppercut.
Box.
180 yells stop, and they do. Stiff jab now in the face of the Shane. Shane a little bit wild. Almost get the full butt of the right hand of Canelo. Canelo is very short and crisp with his right hand on the inside. Plants, not giving Shane a chance to push him back. Has the left hook in the right hand. Shane comes right back. I tell you this, for his age, he's doing a pretty good job.
For a young guy, he's really good at setting traps. Alvarez getting Mosley to come in and commit, and then he's scoring with the hooks, and he's scoring with the uppercuts. We've even seen some good jabbing by Alvarez in this round.
Nothing low.
And what you're also going to see via Mosley, if there's any chance at all, an opening, he'll jump on.
Well, that left hook that Alvarez just missed, you could see with how much power he throws, it almost took him off his own feet when it didn't catch the chin of Shane Mosley. Now Mosley trying to work on the young champion. Inside again, he gets nailed with the left hook to the body. Shane paws with the left hand, snaps head back. Big right hand again by Alvarez. Alvarez makes the champ miss and falls over his foot. Alvarez in the corner, lifts him up with a shot with the right hand and then the left side. There's the uppercut again. On top of Shane, time
over there.
Ball.
Time. You're back in the corner, you got to cut.
Oh, he got cut. The heads came together. Jay has ruled a headbutt, and Alvarez is caught.
Okay.
This will be the spot they both are
Time
leaning
in, box.
into positioning.
There's the stiff jab. I can't tell how bad the cut is, but it's not good anytime you're cutting that eye. I recall Alvarez being cut up before. Do you, Dave?
No.
Stiff jab by Alvarez on the inside. The heads come together because of the style of fighting. Chopping right in. Just grazes the left jaw of the former five-time world champion Shane Mosley.
Yeah, with the intensity of this fight, these guys waiting for positioning, especially Mosley, trying to get just a little bit extra jump and a little bit more power into a shot. Went too much with the head.
Well, we'll try to get a good look in between rounds to see how bad that cut is by the left eye, Canelo Alvarez. In spite of all that, in the WBC days, when in a championship fight a guy gets cut, the guy who gets cut actually picks up a point because the guy who doesn't get cut loses a point, which means that could be as much as a 10-8 round in favor of Alvarez. You got to remember that rule if it comes very close at the end.
It's important, and it has good justification here because it was Mosley who was responsible for that. So there's a benefit for Alvarez. The other thing is they're going to make sure they get outside of this round for the fight to become official.
and go to the scorecards. Right now, I have Alvarez leading 29-28, but it would be a no contest if they call this off before the end of the 4th round.
Mosley's fighting with the confidence of a guy who saw the blood, whether it was a butt or whether it's from a cut. He was fighting with that confidence that I've drawn some blood from this guy. I'm going to come out.
Stop!
That's what he's doing here.
Step back,
in round
back.
4. He's trying to get inside the jab and fight with more confidence inside.
We're in round 4. Shane Mosley popping away with the left hand, but not getting a lot. Mosley with blocked in the leather of Alvarez. Alvarez throws his combination and catches Mosley twice. Mosley's done a nice job ducking down below the straight right hand. That is offset by the uppercuts of Alvarez. Alvarez goes down to the body. Very few body shots by either guy in this fight so far. They're really sort of head hunting. Shane 3, 4, 5 jabs in the face of Canelo, trying to get on top of that cut eye if he can.
And the difference maker in this fight in terms of the weaponry has been the left hook of Alvarez. Left hook to the body, left hook to the head.
And the good speed with that left hook, and then there's that half left, what I call half uppercut, half hook, that I think is sensational. And then he has a looping right hand that crashes to the left eye of Shane Mosley as Shane lingers on the inside. Canelo lingering a little bit on the inside too. Either throw or get out of there, especially when you're cut. He wants to line up another right hand. And there he catches him with the right uppercut. Shane's right cheekbone is really puffed up. Neither fighter has been down. Go ahead, sorry, Dave.
He's willing to pay the price to get in and force the fight on Canelo. And the price is that puffy cheek.
Closing seconds now, the 4th round. This has become a very interesting fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez slightly up in front in this fight over Shane Mosley. Mosley has come to fight for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world at 154 pounds. He had a cut on the eyebrow of Alvarez by a headbutt back in the 3rd round, which might have given him a 10-8 round, depending if they're invoking this WBC cut rule, which they would do. I don't know any reason why they wouldn't invoke it. That's the rule of the WBC. A lot of people forget it. In that case, on my score sheet, Mosley would be behind by a couple of points.
Well, you've got Mosley throwing more and Alvarez landing more thus far in this fight. Alvarez's percentage is over 50% of his punches landing. That's a nice number. That's the number for a knockout puncher.
But remember, Dave, too, in that first round of the fight, Alvarez didn't even start fighting until about a minute and 20, a minute 30 seconds in. He just felt out, shook a shame. And yet, I may have given Mosley that round because I thought he did more. But you knew that Alvarez was learning in that round what he wanted to do. It showed that he had power there.
He's been a heavy-handed fighter in the middle rounds. The fights have been good to Canelo Alvarez. And he's in against one of the best fighters he's been in. But this looks like shades of the old Shane Mosley here. So Alvarez is worried if he's able to knock out this guy because Mosley's come to fight.
Well, this is the point where he picks it up. It was in the 5th round when he stopped Clement Citron in Mexico City in his last fight. And Alvarez has turned it up a notch. I might mention with that cut over his left eye, the corner's done a nice job for Saul Alvarez. Good body shot. Shane climbs a little bit low. Jane 80's not fighting. Jay's been in too many championship fights that that fighter give him some faulty advice. Got the right hand through to Shane.
Now you've got Mosley trying to trade body shots with Alvarez, which is, you would think, not the recipe for him.
I agree, and definitively say it's not the recipe with a heavy-handed Saul Alvarez, but Shane, he's letting go everything he's got to try and win this title. But not only does whatever money he's making tonight, it means another multi-million-dollar payday for him on another Mayweather card, maybe in the fall or early winter. as opposed to losing and probably retiring. But he certainly made a case for himself in this fight so far. Shane 4-6, pretty close. Going to the second half of the fight. This is round number 6 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I'm the Colonel Bob Sturdy and Dave Bontempo. Our principals in there. To the right of your screen, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the reigning champ at 39-0. He's taking on one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters in the last decade, and Shane Mosley, who's 46-7. 6-time world champion in 3 weight divisions. Sure first ballot Hall of Famer. And he's come to make a case for himself to win this fight tonight. And if my score sheet is any indication, it's either dead even or Alvarez may be only a point ahead, which is quite remarkable. You wonder when Alvarez is really going to turn it up, and it's right around this part of the fights that he does.
The middle rounds have been good for him, but what he is facing here as well is that Mosley is really feeling it right now. And bringing his best in this straight-ahead type of slugfest here. Not even bothering to jab the way in, just going in and trying to work on the body. That's the personality.
Don't hold his head down.
Has taken up.
I'll tell you, this is the best I've seen Shane in a long
Watch
time.
your head.
Against a really great young fighter. Got a big upset here, Dave, or is Canelo still too much strong?
That was low, abajo.
For this guy.
I think Canelo is still on the edges of having the upper hand, but this has been an excellent Mosley. An intense Mosley. The only separator is that the big shot, Canelo delayed that and changed the direction of the fight a little better than Mosley can.
Yes, for sure. The heavier blows are landing off the hands, the thunderous hands of Saul Canelo Alvarez. Body shot, looking right hand, big right hand again. Pushes back Shane, he tries to counter. Comes off the ropes. Little shoe shine punches. That doesn't hold off Alvarez as he comes in and bangs him with a left right hand. It looks like he's got a second gear going right now. Shane just pause with the left hand. Alvarez backs with the straight left hand down the middle. Goes to the body. Look at this land, the big uppercuts on the inside.
And Shane Mosley, by fighting straight ahead, maybe preserving some energy for himself, but that puts him directly into the path of that left hook to the body by Alvarez.
Now, Alvarez has been involved in a couple of close rounds the last couple of rounds, but he's certainly winning this round with 13, 12, 11 seconds to go. Nice round for Alvarez, but as I say that, I see the blood begin to trickle down. At this stage, you go to the scorecards, even if the fight is stopped. And the bell, every place is jammed. That's great for Las Vegas. And that's why the fights are so important for this fight time. All right, here we go. Round number 7. Las Vegas, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Canelo Alvarez slightly out in front of my score sheet against Shane Mosley. Of course, Canelo doesn't understand English, but he understands the word stop, I'm quite sure. Jay Nady gives voice commands, and you can hear them. In the 7th round, as we mentioned in the last round, Mosley has made a good account of himself. He's hanging on now, trying to make it a little bit sloppy, trying to work on the inside with that jab, trying to catch it on the left eye brow of Saul Alvarez, who was cut back in the 3rd round of the fight. Alvarez taking some time off here, but he shows his strength by pushing Mosley back.
He looks a little tired after everything he expended in the last round and having a dominant round.
Watch your head!
Mosley.
Like a basis.
Mosley continues to press forward with a ton of confidence. And for Alvarez, it's your time and uppercut on Mosley coming in, because Mosley is right for us.
And just as you said it, Dave, you couldn't see it because Jay Nady was standing right in front of you. But there was a right uppercut and a left on the uppercut, just as you were saying it. So maybe he's listening to you. And there's a nice 3-punch combination there. Left hand, right hand, left hand. Now's the time for the uppercut too. Boom, the overhand right catches the back of the head of number 3. Don't want to turn your back on this rough Mexican from the streets of Guadalajara. He's a terrific fighter and he's tough. And he's in the second up here. There you go, Dave. You're up against him. He's really starting to chop up Shane. And Shane has a really beaten look at his face right now. And his legs are a little bit jellied in the knees.
Well, this has been a terrific pace on this fight. Awesome fight the way these guys have both brought their A game.
Blood begins to trickle from the left eye of Canelo Alvarez. He comes with that uppercut. Look at the hand speed of Alvarez and the power. Mosley taking the shots, getting his head bounced back by young Saul Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez to the body. Back upstairs, bounces ahead again. Swings him into the corner, and Shane won't let him spin. Jay gets in there, whole piece with 23, 22, 21, and 20 seconds to go. And what has turned out to be standing in the way.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Look at the word I used a little while ago. I agree with you. We're seeing something special.
We're seeing perhaps the last of the great champion, but he could still pull an upset. But the punch,
the only part of the fight.
All right, here we go. Round number 8 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This is getting tough and it's getting interesting, and it's a lot closer than we thought it would be if we get to the 8th round of this fight. Alvarez is out in front in the fight, but Shane is in the fight. Richardson, I think, is trying to juice Shane up. I don't think that in any way he thought that Mosley won the last round, but he wants Mosley to fight for the full 3 minutes of every round and try to keep pressure on this guy, Alvarez. Alvarez can work off the ropes as Shane grabs onto his hands. Now Jay pulls him off the ropes, and again, he warns both fighters about their heads. Shane just throws his hands up like, gee, I can't do any more than I'm doing.
Watch your head, Shane.
Mosley coming straight ahead like this shortens the fight, takes time off the clock, allows him to find some room on the inside and go. Sushan stuck at one, does manage to get through. In the meantime, stylistically, if he gets close enough, he can try to smother Alvarez. Alvarez, I still think he's spent a little more time on the outside.
Well, those are what's the result of what he does fight from the outside, because with all that stuff Shane Mosley threw, nothing happened. And Alvarez has thrown 3 or 4 punches here in the last fight, and they've all hurt Shane Mosley. With that said, look at the blood trickling down. Mosley went to turn his back, and Alvarez didn't stop. Uppercuts, blasts him with the left hand. Right hand on top of the left cheek of Shane Mosley. Rolling sort of speed bag punch by Shane, and doesn't hold Alvarez back. Alvarez is so strong, but he has to hang on. There's a big fatigue factor for both guys. Shane has been this far so many times. And by golly, I gotta say, no matter what happens in this fight, I really admire Shane. I didn't think he had one last big round. And he may not win this fight. And he certainly, well, he's already won my heart, but he certainly won my admiration tonight.
And you would have been hard pressed in Las Vegas this week to find somebody who did think he had a big effort left in him.
Watch your head, Shane.
What you're seeing now, even more special from the Mosley perspective.
Because this kid, Saul Canelo Alvarez, is an extraordinary young fighter. And he's giving it all he's got too. And it's taking all he's got because of the experience of Mosley. And Mosley is certainly motivated, thinking it might be his last fight in his career. And he got himself in great shape for this fight. Missing the shot.
Watch your head, Shane.
As Alvarez, you know something? I think Mosley going to win that round.
They have.
I mean, I know there were shoe-shining punches.
Time.
But they were right above us, and we could see that. But this is round 9, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Along with Dave Bontempo and the Colonel Bob Schroeder. The guy facing with the red hair, the yellow trim and the black trunks. With his back to now is Canelo Alvarez. Look at Shane Mosley, Shane in the front of his trunks. Chopping hands again, taking on the gloves. I see Shane has got sugar on the front of his trunks. Is that right hand on the inside again.
Alvarez was able to time the uppercut that time. As Mosley walked in the first time into a right hand lead and was able to score with it. And when he came in again and tried to tie Alvarez up, when Alvarez landed the uppercut. Now,
Stop!
He doesn't want to let the veteran steal time like this. Watch Mosley as he's coming in and tying up Alvarez. He's turning a 3-minute round into maybe a 2-minute, 20-second round. And that's how a 40-year-old chops off time and stays in it. If you want to fight the 40-year-old guy and have him fade, you need to move a little bit and make him move more.
And of course, there's a lot of fatigue factor on Alvarez because either one of these guys is stopped playing. The mere fact that a 40-year-old athlete can sustain the kind of pressure he's trying to keep on Alvarez, to me, is absolutely phenomenal. Both the eyes of Sugar Shane are almost shut. He hasn't been cut, but Alvarez has. Going back to the third round, his corner's done a great job. Jay Nady has done a terrific job throughout, trying to keep it nice and clean, warning them about their heads. Is Alvarez on the assault now, trying to land some heavy stuff. Catches him upstairs. Shane says I'm okay. That's usually an indication he got hurt.
Well, with the left hook right in front of us a few moments ago, they changed that. There was 2 quick jabs and then a hook to the body by Alvarez, and that was a telling blow. He hurt Mosley with that.
Yeah, it looks like he's breaking Mosley down right now with 47 seconds to go in the 9th round. But with all the punches he's throwing, these are quick body shots. And you remember the early portion of the fight, I'm saying, where are the body shots? Well, they're here now. And they're really taking the steam out of Sugar Shane Mosley.
There's the uppercut from the outside. He gets in. Now Alvarez is the one firing first on the exchange instead of Mosley.
Well, Alvarez got hit right on top that time. Even though he was spinning his head, that was a tearing blow by Mosley on top of that left hand, left eye. A nice uppercut, which may have staggered Shane a little bit, but he's in such great shape, he keeps firing. Crowd loves it.
Time!
He's right next to the high. All right, here we go. This is the 10th round. It's not the 10th and final round. This is a 12-round WBC Super Welterweight battle. And Shane Mosley's come, made a good account of himself, but Alvarez is out in front of the fight. Alvarez faces Shane, stands in front of him. Who can get a good, strong second win? Alvarez goes back to the 3rd round by an accidental headbutt. But at this stage of the fight, no matter what happens, it goes to the scorecards. Shane tries to get that left jab to face into Alvarez. And the reason he's trying to do that is to distract him and get the left hand down so he can blast him on top of that cut with the right hand. I agree with you, Dave. I think that Alvarez needs to pick up the pace right now and not let this guy hang around and stay in this fight.
He is outlanding him in the power department. He's landing at more than 50% for the fight, which is extraordinary.
Don't grab
for
his head.
Alvarez. But if you let Mosley come to you and shorten the fight, tie you up, you just don't know what's going to happen. Utilize your youth. Stay outside. Use the angles. Let Mosley make a mistake in coming into you. Don't give him access into the kill zone.
You don't want to leave this fight in the hands of the judges. Both guys have worked too hard. Halfway through the 10th round now. Jay has warned Shane several times and said, no, can't push him down. Good left hook landed by the champion, Alvarez. Alvarez right in the face of Shane right now with power. Shane moving to his right, loads up his right hand, blocking the back of the glove of Alvarez. Alvarez right in front of him, goes to that body shot downstairs with a half uppercut again. Lines himself up for the right hand, throws the right hook, and it's a half hook, and then it should be described as a cross, but it had that hooking arc to it.
Mosley finally starting to show a little bit of fatigue with the arm punches. They're lagging just a little. That's why he walked into that left hook by Alvarez right here. You know, with the pace these guys have set, 40-year-old guy, Mosley trying to turn back time, but he left his punches out there and Alvarez caught.
And Alvarez down on top of him. Oh, nice uppercut. That one almost lifted Mosley off his feet. Alvarez has got so much more power, but he's cut very bad by that left eye. James that he is. He's 39-0, looking for his 40th win at age 23. And defend his title for the third time. All right, this is round number 11. And, oh, big left hook that time by Canelo. Alvarez didn't shift.
Stop! Thank you. Box.
Well, the power numbers only do show you everything but the jab, but Alvarez 20-5 over Mosley in that last round. And Alvarez 20 did have big power.
Oh, big power, David. Glad you got those figures. This is round 11. Shane now with his soft punches right now. Tries to get a body shot through to Alvarez, and he does, but Alvarez is walking away. There's no damage done. Here's Alvarez with the legs planted bars. Now tries to set up and then another body shot. And his idea is shoot giant punches really hits the beat of the head of Sugar Shane. And Shane's face looks like he can throw a meat grinder right now. He's that cut, but he's really pumped up.
Even so, he's enjoying some power punch fun in this round. Mosley's got some good right hands, and he forced Canelo to actually go lefty for a second and then square up.
Shane plants now because Canelo comes in, catches him again, and is back and forth as it seesaws here in the 11th round. Shane, in my opinion, needs it desperately, but there have been some close rounds in this fight.
Boy, how heavy the arms have to feel after 11 rounds of this. These guys have been landing at an astoundingly good kick, throwing a lot of punches, heavy punches. And this is a real test of your will.
Chopping right in. You know, when I played ice hockey, Dave, I get in a fight that lasts a couple of minutes, and I was Of course, I mean, this is my 923rd world title fight tonight, this one. And I'm still amazed. How did these guys go? I mean, we're in the 11th round. They're still winning, Judge. I couldn't even lift up my arms.
This has been a tremendous fight. No downtime. Nobody taking time off at all. Mosley trying to get everything he's got in him.
Everything.
Stop!
Absolute classic.
Break.
No matter how this comes out, Mosley came here in the best possible condition a 40-year-old man to be in. This is absolutely sensational stuff. I mean, Bernard Hopkins fought at 40 years old at this level, but this is just, I mean, you're talking about the best fighters in the world in the history of boxing.
Stop!
And it has been nothing short of a sensational performance by both fighters.
Last round, Ultima.
Canelo opens up with a good, solid left hook to the right side around Shane, and Shane's head is really puffed up. Canelo, as you know, has been cut going back to the 3rd round, but it's not trickling just yet.
Back.
Shane trying to keep those heads apart in this final round. Shane cracks him with the right hand. The jab in the face of Canelo. I agree with you, Dave. I think Canelo should just put his ears back, let his youth take over, and let fly with nothing but power shots here.
Box.
It's been working for him whenever he's decided to engage, especially from the outside. Well, he has had to be
Don't grab his head. Stop!
Canelo
Stop!
to be ahead of Mosley in this fight. If Canelo was down, not put up to it tonight, Mosley would have unseated.
And if he got knocked down, Dave, I wouldn't want to leave it to score and answer the judges down now.
No, don't throw him.
Jay has done a great job keeping this fight on the up and up in terms of roughness, because both fighters from time to time have done some rough things. The heads have come together, but it's been a clean fight. Most of the what you would call less than clean stuff has been accidental in terms of low blows and the heads coming together. Shane comes in, and in a minute 22 seconds, Alvarez mustered up a final flurry to make it definitive here.
And to become a totally great fighter over the course of time, you need tests like this. And for Alvarez, this is the most speed, the most style, the most savvy of any opponent ever gave him. And he was forced to grow throughout this fight.
That punch opened up bad now on the left eye of Alvarez, who was just about to be able to finish the fight. As Alvarez coming on, you hit the reaction of the predominantly Mexican crowd as Alvarez does come on now for the final 44, 43, 42 seconds of this fight. Alvarez with the uppercut, trying to take Sugar Shane down. A brilliant performance by the 5-time world champion Shane Mosley. An even more brilliant performance by Canelo Alvarez, who we believe is going to retain his championship.
Stop!
20 seconds ago as J80 separates them. Big shots as Canelo would like to finish it strong. Same as the case for Shane, but how either one of them have anything left is beyond me. It's been one hell of a fight. Canelo tries to nail him one last time. Shane digs to the body, and the bell ends the fight. I would say everybody would like to see that one again. Terrific fight. The entire crowd is on its feet.
And you're also going to see it again.
Go to the scorecards here at the MGM Grand. Jesse Reyes scores it 119-109. CJ Ross 118-110. Glenn Trowbridge 119-109 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated and still WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Saul Canelo